And we are back at the Duler Stadium for match number 20. And guess what? It's a big one. It's the Goan derby. It's Dempo Sports Club versus Churchill Brothers, the big two of Goa, going head to head in a mouth-watering clash at the Duler Stadium in the Selvel Goa Professional League. And boy, this is going to be exciting today for both the teams and the supporters and the state of Goa. Dempo Sports Club there, just warming up. They're coming off a loss against FC Goa. They need to really take their game up. They've made 3 changes, but Uttam Rai is still out with an injury.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Selvel Goa Professional League here at the Duler Stadium. I am Clinton D'Souza, and today is a big match as Dempo Sports Club stakes the biggest rivals of theirs, that is Churchill Brothers. And I have with me in the pre-match interaction Samir Naik, the head coach. We have Dempo versus Churchill is always known as the biggest rivalry when it comes to Goan football. So how you take this match for you?
Actually, every match is a special game for us because we need to win all the games since we have only one leg. And Dempo Churchill is a special game actually.
Okay. As you said, it's a special game. So are there any major changes for this special game that you have made?
We have 3 changes actually. B1 is not playing, then Ariston is not playing, and Albert is not playing. So we have Latesh and Nigel and Pedro, they are playing in place of them.
Alright, thank you so much, Samir. We'll see you in the post-match. Enjoy this match. So that was the head coach of Dempo Sports Club. We'll go to the other side and see what Churchill has to say as on they take their rivals, Dempo Sports Club, here at the Duler Stadium.
Interesting words from the legend Samir Naik. They have made 3 changes to this team. Bevan De Mello is the big name missing, but they've got the young blood on the first 11. Melroy Fernandez, Gaurav Vaigankar coming into the team, Latesh Mandrekar, Pedro Gonzalez, Danston Fernandez, Nigel Fernandez, Kirtikesh Gadekar, Edwin Vigas, Daryl Mascarenas, Richard Cardoz and Shalom Perez captaining the squad today in place of Bevan De Mello. Here we see the Churchill Brothers team, a rejuvenated Churchill Brothers team. After the first 2 disastrous games, they've come back with a win, with few new signings in the team, Debnath Mondol, the goalkeeper, being one of them.
Yes, after speaking to Dempo Sports Club, let's see to what Churchill has to say as on they take the biggest rivalry over here, Dempo Sports Club. We have always known that Dempo versus Churchill is a big rivalry match in the Goan football. So how you take this match for you, as you have in your last campaign you have seen that you have won the match. So do you think this win will continue against Dempo today?
Yeah, first of all, I respect Dempo's because they have vast history. And regarding our last match, after winning, after defeating Penji footballers, the boys got a confidence, and I'm sure they are going to give a best.
Are there any big major changes that you have done for this big clash out here?
Only one change in the defense line because Samir Sigal is injured, and we brought right wing back Asif.
Thank you so much, coach. We'll see you in the post-match. So that was in the pre-match interaction. Both the coaches have to say, and both are eagerly hungry to win this match out here and go home with the 3 points. We'll see you in the post-match. For now, enjoy the big kickoff.
Norberto Gonzalez, the coach, making 2 changes in the squad, first 11. Joban Cardozo, Marvin Borges, Justin Barbosa, Kidron Fernandez, Afdal Varikodan. Making a start today, Mohammad Shashad, Rajendra Singh, Bairola, Barsal Vigas, Asif Ali Molla coming on to the squad as well. Debnath Mondol retains his spot as goalkeeper, and Valito Cruz, the captain. And there is the points table, still undisputed leaders in the Selvel Goa Professional League, Salgaonkar Football Club with 9 points. And the 2 teams playing today, Dempo Sports Club in 6th place and Churchill Brothers in 9th place. Very crucial encounter on the cards. What a derby this is going to be. And we have the players walking in, led by the referees. Big game for the referees. They have to keep their calm and handle the game. It can get heated. Shalom Perez leading the team today. It's a rejuvenated Churchill Brothers team. What an encounter this is. An encounter that all the Goans look forward to. The whole of India looks forward to. Here at the Duler Stadium today, in the Selvel Goa Professional League, it is Churchill Brothers versus Dempo Sports Club. Rich history between the two clubs. Dempo Sports Club, also known as the Golden Eagles. Meanwhile, the referee for today, David Ribello, Melvin Costa, Akash Telugu and Deep Govekar. Going back to the rich history between these two teams, Dempo Sports Club, known as the Golden Eagles, coached by Samir Naik, 5-time I-League champions, 14 Goa League Champions Cups and AFC Cup semis in 2008. Whereas Churchill Brothers have won the I-League in 2008-2009. They won the Durand Cup in 2009 and the IFA Shield in 2009. This is the highlight match of the Selvel Goa Professional League. It has seen big players come up for Indian football, and they have been the supply chain of Indian football, Dempo Sports Club and Churchill Brothers, for a longest time. Just to name a few: Climax Lawrence, Clifford Miranda, Bruno Coutinho, Alvito Di Cunha, Mahesh Gauli, and one of them, the coach of Dempo, Mr. Samir Naik, has also been right there at the top of the game, and boy, his experience will be very, very crucial in a derby match. Churchill have seen players like Odafa Okoli play for them. What an impact he had during that burst of 3-4 years he played for Churchill. Destroyed any team that came in his way. Just waiting for the start. Final preparations before the referee blows the whistle and Dempo to start proceedings. And here we go. We're all set at the Duler Stadium. It is Dempo Sports Club versus Churchill Brothers. And here we see an early, within seconds, Dempo Sports Club are on the attack. Shant forward and Kidron clears it for a throw in for Dempo. Asif Ali Molla coming in today for Churchill Brothers. Here's Daryl Mascarenas, who scored that brilliant goal against FC Goa to get Dempo back into the game, but couldn't get the equalizer, Dempo. But here's an early promise from both teams. This promises to be a pacey encounter, Churchill Brothers and Dempo. Red versus blue. Is Danston to Nigel Fernandez. Kirtikesh Gadekar. Edwin plays it long, but Richard Cardoz is offside there. Has been impressive in the league so far, Richard Cardoz. But the two main forwards for Dempo, both missing from the first 11 today. Uttam Rai, who had got injured, pulled his hamstring, is still out today. Here's an early chance! Afdal, who just goes past the goalkeeper, but here's Justin Barbosa, who puts the ball back in. And slightly overcooked the cross, but what a chance that was. And Edwin Vegas just put the Dempo defense in shambles over there with that mistake. Kirtikesh Gadekar. Pedro Gonzalez. Back to Kirtikesh. What a spread out. That is Richard Cardoz down the right wing. Richard Cardoz plays it in, but well covered by Valito and Marvin Borges over there. This is a young Dempo team, missing the likes of Uttam Rai and Bevan De Mello, the captain today. Rajendra Singh Bairola had a very good game last time around. And that is another offside in against Churchill Brothers in favor of Dempo. This is going to be an exciting battle over here. He was miles offside there. Shashad. You see that pressing from Asif Ali Molla there. This is Asif Ali Molla down the right wing back. Plays it back, and that's a good cross in. Straight to goalkeeper. Melroy Fernandez rolls it out. Back to Melroy. Goes long this time. Not a great clearance, but straight to the Dempo player, but they lose it. This is Valito. That's a good ball played, and this is Afdal, the strong man. Almost got through there, bulldozed his way through the Dempo defense, but they do well, and back in possession with Asif Ali Molla, Churchill Brothers. What a flick that is from Shashad to Afdal. Here's Valito Cruz. Dial Mascarenas intercepts the ball. Here's Danston. Kirtikesh. Back to Perez. Plays it wide to Edwin Vegas. Here's Perez controlling possession for Dempo and plays it long, but here's Asif Ali Molla. Boy, he's a quick customer. Asif Ali Molla. Here's Daryl Mascarenas to Danston. Here's Nigel. Nigel Fernandez coming into the team today in place of Bevan De Mello. They are missing the likes of Bevan De Mello, the experience of it. Here's Richard Cardoz with an early shot! Oh my lord! What a goal that is from Richard Cardoz! That is absolutely sensational from Richard Cardoz. Just 5 minutes into the game. My word, that is surely a contention for the goal of the tournament. Long way to go, but look at this from Richard Cardoz. Was just mentioning how impressive he has been in the Selvel Goa Professional League. After losing the ball there, Danston Fernandez stealing it off. That is almost 40 yards out into the top corner of the net. Debnath Mondol has absolutely no chance. What a start we've had at the Duler Stadium. This looks enticing indeed. You know why this is a big game? You know why the crowds turn up for these games? We hopefully will have them soon, the crowd. But the pandemic doesn't allow so at the moment. This is why we call it the beautiful sport, football. What can you do, Churchill Brothers, when your opposition just comes up with a gem of a goal, an absolute rocket into that top corner of Churchill Brothers. Latesh Manrekar there, passing it off to Nigel, but is brought down by Kidron. Meanwhile, it's throw in for Churchill and this Velito Cruz. And this is a good ball. This is Avdal. What can the big man do? Can Churchill Brothers get? He's gone past with a few step overs, but well defended by Dempo Sports Club. That is a foul given by the referee. And that's a free kick in favor of Churchill Brothers. Can Churchill Brothers make a quick comeback? Selvegas puts the ball in, but Melroy Fernandez comes out and punches the ball away. There's a Dempo player on the ground clutching his head. We've seen a bad incident yesterday where Umesh Pujar was cut open from the head, but just seems to be a knock over here for Gaurav Vaigankar. Seems to be fine, Gaurav Vaigankar. Just complaining to the ref over there that the player used his elbow, but what a start to this game we've had. It's already been 10 minutes and it has passed off like it has just started. Shashad to Velito to Asif Ali Molla. Beautifully played to Shashad, but he cannot flick it on, and that is Shalom Perez. The referee waves off the foul this time. It's Velito. What a ball that is from Velito Cruz. This is Avdal. Cuts in with his right, but beautiful block by Perez. I can almost see more goals being scored in this game. It's end-to-end stuff here at the Duler Stadium, and we are only into the first 10 minutes of the game. Can you believe it? This is Danston dancing his way past the Churchill defense, but Velito Cruz wins it back, and that's Justin Barbosa. Justin on his left. Here's Avdal trying to get a hold of the game. Marvin Borges tries to find Avdal, but well intercepted by the Dempo defense. And there's that man, Richard Cardoz. Nigel Fernandez loses the ball again. This is Justin. It's a good run from Selvegas, still in control of the ball. Quick passing from Churchill Brothers. Velito Cruz spreads it wide beautifully. Here's Asif Ali Molla. That's Velito to Marvin Borges. Marvin bundles his way through. This is Shashad with a heavy touch but gets it with his pace. This is Justin Barbosa. Skips past the challenge. And this is a good shot on target. Ball is still in and has gone out for a throw-in. That's a good save from Melroy. There you see skips past the challenge of Gaurav Vaigankar and takes a left-footed shot, but very comfortable for Melroy Fernandez. I'll be very surprised if there aren't many goals in this game. This promises to be an absolute humdinger. And that is a free kick for Dempo Sports Club. This so far promises or looks to be the match of the league so far. Both teams really going at it in the opening 12 minutes. Is Velito Cruz the captain? Justin Barbosa to Bursil. Here's Avdal looking for Shashad, but the Dempo defense quite aware of the danger. There's that powerful man Avdal. Tries to put it in and does well. The ball is still in. Here's Asif Ali Molla. Velito Cruz tries to head it up. Here's Joban Cardozo. Here's Asif. It's Joban, controls it. Shashad. Shashad plays it with his left to Marvin Borges. To Bursil Vegas, who puts in a delightful cross in. And that is Shashad who tries to head it, but his flick just goes wide of goal. It did take a deflection in the end, which has led to a corner for Churchill Brothers. Churchill Brothers will be looking to get back as soon as possible into this game, because the more the game lasts, Dempo Sports Club will get more comfortable defending against this adventurous Churchill Brothers side. And again Richard Cardoz on the ground, clutching his head this time. Did we see another elbow from there? What a game on the cards we have. What a start to this derby. Dempo Sports Club and Churchill Brothers both looking to climb up the ladder, trying to catch up to the runaway leaders, Salgaonkar. Here's Daryl Mascarenas playing a shot to Danston. To Daryl. Here's Perez. Perez tries to go long. And again loses the ball in the attacking third, Dempo. And this is Shashad against Daryl Mascarenas. Daryl does well, but gets pulled down by Shashad. There is good work from Daryl, holding off Shashad. Here's Latesh to Daryl. Danston. Edwin goes long. And that's a good ball in the end to Nigel Fernandez. This is Latesh. Latesh Mandrekar goes for another emphatic effort, but this time it sails high and wide of Debnath Mondol's goal. As goalkeeper, what do you do to those goals from Richard Cardoz? My answer would be stop and stare and admire. You can only try to save those, but I bet no goalkeeper in the world would have saved that shot from Richard Cardoz 40 yards out. And that is the difference between the two teams in the opening 18 minutes of this big match. It is Dempo Sports Club 1, Churchill Brothers 0. But Churchill Brothers have had control of the game ever since. And this is Asif Ali Molla. Asif to Afdal. Afdal holds up play and passes it back to Valito Cruz. Rajendra Kidron, I beg your pardon. Kidron plays it to Asif. Asif goes long. That looks a good ball to Shashad. Shad controlling it, playing it for second time to Joban. Valito Cruz with the long ranger, but blocked by Kirtikesh. Kidron with the tackle, but Valito gets the foul. It is a foul Dempo Sports Club way. There we see Kidron. There's that foul from Valito. This is Justin Barbosa. Slightly heavy touch and Edwin Vigas clears the ball into the stands. Here's Afdal. Moving forward with vengeance. Shashad over there. And Afdal chasing it down. Here's Danston Fernandez. That's a beautiful touch. Beautifully taken by Nigel Fernandez. We saw something similar yesterday when we seeing the big Kolkata derby, and that is that a foul? Because Nigel seems to have gone down pretty easily over there, but referee continues play and Asif Ali Molla comes out with the ball to Valito Cruz. Plays it forward. Here's Justin Barbosa. Justin turns his defenders, plays it back. Valito Cruz with a beautiful touch to Afdal. He cannot really keep the ball in control, and there is the counter attack with Richard Cardoz charging forward for Dempo Sports Club up that right wing. And there is a player down as Gaurav Gayankar plays the ball out. There is Nigel Fernandez. He's taken quite a beating in the opening 20 minutes. He's just clutching his ankle there, Nigel Fernandez. And there is Mr. Churchill Alamau here for the big game. President of Goa Football Association and the owner of Churchill Brothers. Watching his team 1-0 down to Dempo Sports Club. They're big time rivals. Here's Perez. Perez shuns it forward, but straight to Kidron Fernandez. Here's Rajendra Singh, who was so impressive in the last match, Rajinder Singh, coming into the team. He's kept control of this game, but nothing could have stopped Richard Cardoz from pulling that opener for Dempo Sports Club. And this is Shashad looking for Afdal, but can't get it through to him. Here's Danston racing forward with the ball. Joban in chase, but holds it up. Kirtikesh Gadekar. Valito Cruz. Joban. Latesh Manrekar plays it to Danston. Is Dal Mascarenas. Danston. Dempo keeping possession, playing it out slowly but steadily. Here's Nigel Fernandez, puts it through to Kirtikesh, but Kidron Fernandez holds off Kirtikesh, and Devnath Mondal picks up the ball and hooks it up forward for Shashad. Perez chasing it and heading it straight to Melroy Fernandez. Here's Danston. To Nigel. To Danston. This is Dal Mascarenas. Plays a beautiful ball to Latesh Manrekar. Here's Kirtikesh. Latesh into the box with a beautiful left footed cross, but straight to Devnath Mondal, who immediately throws the ball. And this is Marvin Borges, but again cheaply given away by Churchill Brothers. This is end-to-end stuff. What a riveting start this has been to this derby. This Daryl Mascarenas. Edwin Vigas. Richard Cardoz again. Beautifully done. And is that a penalty? I think it's just on the edge of the box. We'll see that again in action replay. That's a fantastic ball from Edwin Vigas. And can I say that Churchill Brothers and Bercel Vigas are extremely lucky over there, because that looked inside the box. Dempo Sports Club have a huge asset in their hands, and Churchill Brothers are facing some real problems by Richard Cardoz, who's taking the free kick here, and that's a quick free kick in. Perez heads it back to Kirtikesh. Hooked forward, and this is Afdal pushing it forward. Marvin Borges in chase. Marvin Borges with the shot, but deafening into the walls behind the goal. But again, what fantastic work from Richard Cardoz over there down the right wing. He seems to be a man on a mission here. Dempo Sports Club have definitely done their homework against this Churchill Brothers team. They are sitting back, allowing Churchill Brothers the possession, and they are really going on in the counter-attacks. Here's Joban. Valito. And again, well defended by Edwin Vigas. This is Richard Cardoz to Nigel to spread out wide. And that's another good cross in, but not enough players for Dempo. It's gone out for a Churchill Brothers throw in. Pedro Gonzalez with the cross there, but this is Kidron. Plays it long for Churchill Brothers, looking for Afdal. Perez heads it out wide, and throw in for Churchill Brothers, taken quickly. This is Shashad. Back to Velito. Joban to Afdal. Afdal has this uncanny habit of just running at the players, but there were three Dempo players, I beg your pardon, that were guarding his way, but he still decided to go for it. In the end, he just loses possession cheaply. Every time Afdal has the ball, he's trying to bulldoze his way through, but so far it's been good defending from Dempo Sports Club. Scorer Vaigankar giving the foul away, and that's Rajendra Singh playing it quickly. Velito to Asif. That's beautiful play. Asif Ali Molla has space in front of him, but Daryl Mascarenas is chasing. That's beautiful play again. This is a chance, and this is, oh! Just couldn't reach there. Shashad. That was great play there. Asif Ali Molla plays it to Joban. Plays a quick 1-2 with Afdal, but Joban almost gives that cross falling, but that is extremely close from Shashad. Almost gets the equalizer. Churchill Brothers, they are pushing hard for this equalizer. Almost a dramatic roll over there from Afdal, and gets up immediately when his team has the ball. How many times we see that nowadays in modern football? Nevertheless, 29 minutes on the clock. It is Dempo Sports Club 1 and Churchill Brothers 0. Here's Rajender going to take a long throw in into the box, and that is easily headed out by Shalom Perez. Velito picks up the ball, plays it to Kidron, and this is Asif to Marvin Borges to Asif. So just running over the ball to Marvin Borges. Velito to Justin. Plays it back to Velito. The ball is given away by Rajender, and Danston plays it wide to the man Richard Cardoz, who plays a good ball in, but well covered again. Here's Afdal. Strong tackle from Edwin Vigas. Taking his time, Debnath Mondol. Here's Joban. Velito. Basil Vigas. Justin Barbosa to Velito. There's Danston. Beautiful walk there from Danston Fernandez. Marvin Borges with a brilliant tackle over there, and this is Joban. Fouled by Daryl Mascarenas, and there we see that foul from Daryl Mascarenas on Joban. Referee gives the foul, but it has been a breathtaking first 31 minutes, and there has never been a more important cooling break for the players, because it has been pulsating, it has been intense, it has been riveting, and it has been a war on the field so far. There we see that again, Danston Fernandez winning the ball, Richard Cardoz picking up the spoil, taking a touch and just unleashing an absolute scorcher. Richard Cardoz, you have absolutely belted that one into the net. That ball has gone right into the top corner. Velito Cruz will take this free kick. Churchill Brothers pushing men forward, pressing for the equalizer. Floats it in, but a poor ball which is easily collected by Melroy Fernandez. This is Kirtikesh, plays it to Latesh Mandrekar. Danston. What a ball that is! But Pedro Gonzalez was outpaced over there by Rajender. He had a yard on him, but Rajender Singh makes up for it, and that is another brilliant tackle from Gaurav Vaigankar. Danston Fernandez has been pivotal in that Dempo midfield today in the opening 30 minutes. Very, very impressive performance so far. He has absolutely played around with the likes of Velito Cruz and Marvin Borges. But that man Afdal can change the game any moment. He hasn't done so far, he hasn't had a big impact on the game yet. But don't write him off, don't write Churchill Brothers off. That is what a derby does to you. You cannot rest on your laurels. And that is a flat throw from Rajender Singh by Rola. Asif picks up the ball and puts it straight back in. Daryl Mascarenas with the header, clears it eventually, but straight to Bear Silvigas. Marvin to Velito. Here's Asif to Joban. Step over past Gaurav Vaigankar, and that's a good cross, but too close to the keeper, who collects it and releases Danston Fernandez straight away. Squares it off to Daryl Mascarenas. Daryl plays it long, looking for Pedro. Here's Asif Ali Molla. To Marvin, back to Rajender. Here's Velito being pressed by Nigel. Plays it wide, and this is Afdal. Asif always asking for the ball. Afdal wants to get into the game always. This is Joban to Shashad. Marvin Borges and Velito Cruz holds off Nigel. Velito Cruz, and then again picked up by Danston Fernandez. Latesh and that's gone out for a throw-in. Daryl Mascarenas takes the throw in quick, plays it to Perez. Here's Kirtikesh. And this is a through. Richard Cardoz again. What a chance that was! But Debnath Mondol has saved Churchill Brothers. The blush is there. Kirtikesh Gadekar with the through ball, which is absolutely cut open the Churchill Brothers defense, and Richard Cardoz has missed an easy one over there, but credit to Debnath Mondol for coming out and quickly closing the magnificent Richard Cardoz down. That's a throw in now. Here's the ball from Kirtikesh Gadekar, beautifully weighted, and beautiful run from Richard Cardoz, who tries to chip it but doesn't connect clearly. Churchill look quite flustered with these Dempo counter attacks at the moment. Look at this run now. Debnath Mondol is not a happy man right now because Danston Fernandez has danced his way past 3 Churchill Brothers defense and unleashed another scorcher which just goes above the bar. Samir Naik will be a very happy man right now, and Norbert Gonzalez has to be very worried because his team has been outplayed so far in the opening 40 minutes. Here's Danston Fernandez again. Kirtikesh. Nigel Fernandez fouled there by Kidron. And that is quite clumsy from Kidron. There is more frustration than anything else. It is Shalom Perez standing over the ball. Puts in a nice ball, and that is a header! And Gaurav Vaigankar has put Dempo Sports Club 2-0 up against their biggest rivals in Goa football. Boy, have they come out and have set this Duler Stadium on fire. Shalom Perez, the captain, beautifully weighted ball, and Gaurav Vaigankar has made the run behind 3 Churchill Brothers defenders over there. Asif Ali Molla was the one marking him initially, and he just runs in behind Kidron Fernandez and Rajendra Singh Bairola. Along with them, Debnath Mondol just could stare and just watch the ball headed into the back of the net. Churchill Brothers right now look absolutely in shambles. "40 minutes on the clock. It's Dempo Sports Club 2, Churchill Brothers 0. Churchill Brothers have had absolutely nothing apart from that Justin Barbosa shot on the Dempo goal, and which Melroy Fernandez saved very comfortably at his first post, whereas Dempo Sports Club right now could have been 3-0 up at the moment. Here's Daryl Mascarenas. Danston Fernandez, who's been absolutely phenomenal in the heart of that Dempo midfield today. Here's Kirtikesh Gadekar to Gaurav Vaigankar, who tries to get past Joban, and he does. Here's the ever so impressive Richard Cardoz, who this time ends up fouling Bersil. Here's Bersil. Rajender plays it back to Kidron. Here's Asif Ali Molla, plays it long. Justin Barbosa cannot keep that in. It goes out for a goal kick for Melroy Fernandez. Churchill Brothers, their defense has been absolutely cut open by this Dempo Sports Club team. They have now conceded 9 goals, and they are playing their 4th match of the Selvel Goa Professional League. That is not a good record to have for the men in red. That would put Norbert Gonzalez in a lot of pressure. However, still a long way to go. It's only 43 minutes on the clock. There is a whole half left to play. And that man, Afdal, has been disappointing to say the least in the first half. But we all know the capability and the potential that man has. Velito Cruz fouls Danston Fernandez over there. Danston Fernandez has been so pivotal in controlling that Dempo midfield. Danston Fernandez and Kirtikesh Gadekar, both the central midfielders, absolutely running right in that midfield for Dempo Sports Club against Churchill. Right now, Velito and Morvin Borges have had no answer to that combination of Kirtikesh and Danston. Here's Kidron. Afdal holding up the ball against Sharon Perez. Here's Velito to Afdal. Asif Ali Molla. Asif tries to cut back in, but looking for Shashad, but Daryl Mascarenas does brilliantly over there against, and he's skipping his way past the players. In the end, just not getting the foothold that he wanted. And here's Joban with a beautiful ball, but cleared off and well defended by Dempo Sports Club. There is the confirmation from the assistant referee. We'll have 3 minutes of additional time in this first half. A first half which has seen Dempo Sports Club absolutely outclass Churchill Brothers in this high voltage encounter, and that is a dangerous deflection, but straight into the hands of Melroy Fernandez. Melroy plays it long, and it goes out for a Dempo throw-in, and there's Gaurav Vaigankar, who just scored that header from Perez's free kick. There was only little that Debnath Mondal could have done. Gaurav to retake the throw, and this is Nigel Fernandez who's shrugged off the ball, and this is Justin Barbosa. Perez clears the ball. Everything seems to be coming off for Dempo Sports Club at the moment. This is Nigel again. Kidrin clears it. This is Marvin Borges. Kirtikesh. Here's Nigel again. Percel Vegas wins the foul against Richard Cardoz. Here's Marvin Borges again. To Rajendra Singh. Here's Kidrin Fernandez. What Churchill would give to just get a goal back at the end of this first half. But it seems very unlikely at the moment, because this is a very, very organized Dempo Sports Club. Boy, have they learned their lessons from the FC Goa game. This is Valito Cruz. Percel Vegas to Joban. Afdal. And Afdal looking for Shashad, but again there seems to be a lot of miscommunication in the forward line and the defense of Churchill Brothers. And that is the halftime whistle from the referee. It is Dempo Sports Club 2 and Churchill Brothers 0. Dempo Sports Club have come out all guns blazing in this Goan derby, and the men in red, Churchill Brothers, have had no answer, to say the least. The story from the Duler Stadium at halftime, it is Dempo Sports Club 2, Churchill Brothers 0. And we're back for the second half. Can the fortunes of Churchill Brothers change just like the weather here at the Duler Stadium in Goa changed, and it is drizzling here at the Duler Stadium at the moment. We went into half time in bright sunshine, but we come back to drizzling weather here at the Duler Stadium. Can Dempo Sports Club keep the momentum, keep the tactics, keep the strategy, and keep doing what they're doing, or will Churchill Brothers come back and make this a derby to remember? They have to get their defense organized, Churchill Brothers. There we see Debnath Mondol commanding his teammates. What can Churchill Brothers throw at Dempo Sports Club in the second half? And here we go. Afdal starts proceedings for Churchill Brothers, and we see instantly Churchill throwing men forward. Rajendra to Houston. Here's Houston. Plays it slightly short. What Dempo are doing is cramping Valito and Marvin Borges for space. They are crowding out that midfield, Dempo Sports Club, forcing them to play those passes off quickly. They're pressing them, but Churchill Brothers have had no answer to that so far. Here's Danston to Richard Cardoz again, but this time Latish. Beg your pardon, Pedro didn't make the run. That's Kidron now. Picks up the ball in defense for Churchill. Plays it to Joban. Svelito with a heavy touch gives it away. This is Nigel looking for Richard Cardoz, who's been put under pressure. Kidron Fernandez almost losing the ball over there to Nigel Fernandez, but this is Houston striding forward with the ball. Here's Velito, plays it first time to Houston. This is Shashad, looks for Basil Vegas, but and plays it quickly. Here's Houston. Here's Shashad. Heavy touch again from Shashad. Danston again, as he has been throughout this game, absolutely fantastic. And this is Avdal, but again a poor ball from him. This is Melroy complaining something to the referee about the ball. There seems to be some problem with the football, and the ball has been changed, and there is the first substitution of the game. Myron Mendes, another new signing, comes on in place of Marvin Borges. Myron Mendes, what impact can he have on the game? Churchill Brothers have to throw in everything that they have. This is Danston again. Plays it forward, and that is a foul by Rajender on Nigel. There is that ball, and Pedro Gonzalez there being pushed over by Rajender. Myron Mendes, the new signing for Churchill Brothers, coming in place of Marvin Borges, who's failed to do much in the game. Marvin Borges. But here's Shalom Perez again. This time, will he go for goal? Or he does go for goal. Grounded shot, but easily picked up by Debnath Mondol, and who hooks it forward. And that's well brought down by Shashad, who flicks it on to Justin Barbosa. That's a beautiful ball to Afdal, but Perez clears the ball. That's a long ranger from Valito, trying to be Richard Cardoz, but slightly off. And there is another substitution for Churchill Brothers. Mohammad Shashad going off, and Rakesh Das coming on. Rakesh Das opening the score again in the last match, scoring the only goal in the game. Rakesh Das, and that is a foul on Percival Vegas by Nigel. Here's Myron Mendes. Percival Vegas with the long free kick. Plays it nicely to Justin, who plays it first time. That's a great ball in for Rakesh Das, but cannot get at the end of it. Rakesh Das. We see an animated reaction from Afdal over there, who's there. You see Rakesh Das, but you can see Afdal's hands on his head. Rakesh Das could have just thrown himself at the ball, and maybe he could have just connected it into the goal. And again a foul on Afdal by Shalom Perez. Here's Danston again. Absolutely fantastic work from Danston. He's been so cool on the ball, Danston Fernandez, easing his way past the Churchill players when it's needed, but he's been pivotal in the Dempo scoreline over here. That's another good ball forward to Nigel Fernandez. That's good work, but Kidron pushes it out for a corner. Richard Cardoz, the goal scorer of the first goal, will be taking this corner. Can he put in a dangerous ball? That's a good ball in! And Gaurav Vaigankar almost had the second goal of his game and the third for Dempo. Look at how close this went from Gaurav Vaigankar. What a corner this is! What a ball that was in! And there you go, the header from Gaurav Vaigankar misses by an absolute whisker. Debnath Mondol was left stranded on goal, and he would have had nothing to do had that been on target. Here's Percival Vegas playing it back to Debnath. Debnath goes long. The flick on is straight to Edwin Vegas. Is And that is well won in the midfield by Dempo. That's another great ball from Richard Cardoz. This is another chance! Nigel Fernandez has just put that wide by an inch. The chances keep coming for Dempo Sports Club here. Richard Cardoz with another brilliant ball. Nigel Fernandez just pushes it out wide. The score by now could have been 5-0 for Dempo Sports Club. But it remains 2-0 to Dempo Sports Club. This promises to be an exciting second half because Churchill Brothers will be going all out, and this could lead to Dempo Sports Club scoring more goals or Churchill Brothers making a comeback over here. Let's not rule the men in red out. Myron Mendes over there committing the foul. Here's Shalom Perez with the long free kick, looking for Richard Cardoz. Finds him. Is Asif Ali Molla winning the free kick. And then plays it long. But Gaurav Vaigankar chests it. Here's Persil Vigas. Plays it wide as Justin Barbosa. Velito plays a good 1-2 with Myron Mendes and plays a beautifully threaded ball. And this is Joban Cardozo, and it's deflected out for a corner by Shalom Perez. Churchill Brothers desperately need to get back into this game if they want anything out of it. Here's Avdal again trying to bulldoze his way through. And that is clumsily given away, or rather almost given away by Churchill Brothers. And there is a happy man, not showing so much on his face, but Samir Naik will be all smiles inside. Just looking at his watch, he would have no complaints at the moment with his players. And that's Rajender to Bersil. It's Justin. Justin puts in and across the box, but not very happy over there, Avdal. And nor is Justin Barbosa himself. If Churchill Brothers need to come back into this game, the delivery has to be much better from Justin Barbosa. There is Myron Mendes with the header. Wins the free kick, Velito Cruz. Here's Bersil. Justin. That's good work from Justin. Goes past Gaurav. And Rakesh Das has absolutely failed to control that. That was great work from Justin. But Rakesh Das lets the good work from Justin down. And this is Nigel Fernandez skipping past Persil Vigas. But Bersil does well there, and this is Myron Mendes. To Justin Barbosa, that's good work from Myron Mendes. What a cross ball that is from Myron Mendes. That's Joban with a great ball. Rakesh Das, but what an incredible save that is from Myron Fernandez. Melroy Fernandez, beg your pardon. Melroy Fernandez has plucked that out of thin air and denied Churchill Brothers a road back into the game. It is still Dempo Sports Club 2, Churchill Brothers 0. But ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere because this is far from over. The two substitutes being made. Latish Mandrekar is going off and Albert Gonzalez is coming on for Dempo. Albert Gonzalez started the last match against FC Goa. Shunt to the reserve bench today, but here he is, Albert Gonzalez. Pedro does well, plays it back to Perez. Perez hooks it up forward, looking for Richard Cardoz again, who again does brilliantly. That is Albert Gonzalez, beg your pardon. Velito plays it up, but very clumsy at the moment from Churchill Brothers. Danston to Shalom. Perez again. Now that's Richard Cardoz chasing Bercel Vigas, but that is Myron Mendes who's on the ground. The physio has been called into action. The Churchill Brothers physio. That's a nasty collision over there. More of an impact injury. He should be fine. Myron Mendes. The ball will be played by the referee to Churchill Brothers. Here's Bercel Vigas. Plays it long. And this is a good chance. This is Joban. This is Avdal. But a last ditch tackle there from Perez. There is the power and the physical ability of Avdal, who is starting to pose a threat for Dempo Sports Club. But here's another corner in the meantime. Joban to take it. Cooks it straight to Melroy Fernandez. Here's Melroy Fernandez. Bercel puts it up again, looking for Avdal. Offside given by the assistant referee. And there is another. The stretcher has been called on. The stretcher is on the ground and Richard Cardoz, the goal scorer, is being stretched off. Richard Cardoz started the match off on fire, scoring that 40-yard screamer for Dempo. Suraj Hatkonkar, the man who comes in place of Richard Cardoz. Yes, Perez, but that's a disappointing ball. But Danston, beautiful walk from Danston Fernandez. Kirtikesh, ever so calm on the ball. Is Daryl. Is Danston again, this time uncannily gives it away. This is a good ball, but again Rajender outpacing Pedro. There is Suraj Hatkonkar coming onto the field against, and Richard Cardoz going off. A very versatile player, Suraj Hatkonkar. That is good work from Nigel. And that is the chance this time for Kirtikesh. But that's deflected out for another corner. The Churchill Brothers defense seem flustered every time Dempo Sports Club are attacking, and that was another free header. I wouldn't be wrong if I say 2 free headers over there. Here we see the replay. Suraj Hatkonkar straight away called into action with the corner. And there's the first header and the second one. Both Nigel and Pedro. And again, they cannot keep it on target. This scoreline of 2-0 to Dempo could have been almost like a tennis scoreline at the moment, but here is Dempo Sports Club in possession. Hooks it up long, straight to Devnath Mondal. Here's Suraj, plays it to Pedro, but can't get past Rajender Singh, and this is Myron Mendes. And Myron Mendes over there. Yes, the things do get heated up in a derby, and there is Afdal, the players getting involved all over there. Gaurav Vaigankar, Valito coming and calming down the players. Danston getting involved, Afdal getting involved, Edwin Vigas getting involved. What is a derby without tempers getting flared? That's a bad tackle from Myron Mendes on Gaurav Vaigankar. Yellow card shown to both players, Myron Mendes and Gaurav Vaigankar. We've seen it all in this derby. This is the confirmation, Gaurav Vaigankar getting the yellow card. And there is the confirmation of the yellow card for Myron Mendes for Churchill Brothers. There is Rajender Singh again. Plays it back to Devnath. Rajinder Singh. Myron Mendes. Playing short passes. Rajinder Singh puts it up, and this is Bersil Vigas. Valito Cruz. Justin Barbosa. That's a good ball forward to Rakesh Das, who spreads it wide, and this is Valito again. And that goes out for a throw-in. Asif Ali Molla in chase will take the throw-in as well. Here's Afdal. Albert Gonzalez complaining to the assistant ref that it did go out for a goal kick, not for a corner. Justin swings it in, but again well defended by Gaurav Vaigankar. Has been very influential with his movement today. And that's a chance, well volleyed by Justin, but again Dempo Sports Club have a sea of defenders back at the moment. That's a throw-in in the end for Dempo. There's Daryl. Mascarenas throws and Dempo win the foul. And there is Norbert Gonzalez. Must be a disappointed man at the moment. Looking pretty hopeless because his team is letting him down at the moment. Into the last 20 minutes of the game. Valito Cruz plays it to Afdal. Here's Myron Mendes. Bersil Vigas. Here's Joban striding forward, but giving the ball again very cheaply away. Perez picks it up, and this is Albert Gonzalez. This is Asif Ali Molla. Plays it to Myron Mendes. Myron Mendes striding his way forward. Afdal again gives the ball away. Afdal will be disappointed with his performance today. Apart from one or two moments of magic from him, there has been no spark. And that is again come off Afdal's foot straight into the hands of Melroy Fernandez for Dempo. Rolls it out wide. Here's Bersil Vigas to Myron Mendes. Here's Rakesh Das. Here's Asif Ali Molla. It's Rakesh Das again. Hooked up long, but here's Valito Cruz. Gives the ball away, and this is Nigel. Suraj Hatkonkar. Clumsy football slightly, and this is Bersil Vigas. Swings the ball in. Afdal controls it on the top of the D. Tries to thread it through. Here's still going Afdal, but in the end the Dempo Sports Club defense up to the task. Here's Rakesh Das still going strong. Valito Cruz chips it up, but straight to Melroy Fernandez. Teasing Joban over there and picking the ball up, Melroy Fernandez. What a confidence booster this would be for Dempo Sports Club after the downer against FC Goa. They will be thinking that they are back in contention for the league with this win. Like Norbert Gonzalez had said in the pre-match interview that this is a special match. Both coaches stressed on it that this is a special match. However, this time it is a single leg fixture and it is a shorter league in comparison, but both Dempo and Churchill are heavyweights in this competition. Churchill being the defending champions that they are. If they end up losing here, it would close one door on their championship dreams. Because if Salgaocar win their fourth match, which is on the 26th of February, they will almost be 9 points ahead of Churchill Brothers with only 6 matches to go. And that's a good cross in from Rakesh Das, but there is a corner which will be taken after the cooling break. The scoreline going into the last quarter of the game could have easily been Dempo Sports Club 6 goals up, but Depnath Mondal and some luck has kept Churchill Brothers in the game somehow. There we see Churchill Alamau. He would be a disappointed man at the moment with the way his team is performing. Maybe he's just hinting at this team just needs a little bit of time till they start playing together. This is a team assembled very recently. But here's a corner which is going to be taken by Justin Barbosa. Can Churchill Brothers make this an interesting game going into the last 15 minutes? Here's Rakesh Das playing it back to Valito Cruz with the gallery-esque volley, but it goes way over the bar from the captain. Melroy Fernandez taking his time. There's still hope for Churchill Brothers if they can pull one back. We saw how Dempo Sports Club put FC Goa under intense pressure in those last 15 minutes after Daryl Mascarenas had got that beautiful goal back. Dempo have scored 2 goals which could be right up there when we talk about contenders for goal of the tournament, but it's a long way to go. But Daryl Mascarenas' goal against FC Goa to pull one back, and Richard Cardoz's goal to give Dempo Sports Club the lead today was just incredible. And this is Rakesh Das, who takes a good effort on goal but goes slightly wide. Here we see Rakesh Das controlling the ball nicely. There is Gaurav Vaigankar shielding him off. And then Edwin Vigas sliding in, avoiding the challenge, Rakesh Das, and just shooting over. And this is Danston to Kirtikesh. How good have those two been in the heart of the Dempo midfield? Velito Cruz plays it nicely to Rakesh Das, plays it to Joban. Joban again fails to put in a good cross. That's been the problem. The wing play has not seen good crosses coming in. Not enough good crosses, I must say, from Churchill Brothers. Here's Kidron. Kidron Fernandez to Velito Cruz. Back to Kidron. And this is Melroy. Taking his time, Melroy teasing Rakesh Das, and picks up the ball, and he's gonna hook it up. Looking for Nigel. And Nigel puts Kidron under pressure, but picked up easily by Rajinder Singh, who plays it back to Debnath Mondal. Gaurav Vaigankar with the header, gets it back from Danston. Gaurav with an beautifully executed ball. Here's Justin with some space ahead of him. He's racing forward. And this is Rakesh Das with a good touch. Rakesh Das takes the shot, but that could have been better decision making from Rakesh Das, and Afdal seems to be a very disappointed man over there. Pedro Gonzalez is going off. Then Ariston Costa is coming on. Samir Naik is still going for the goals. As we see from the substitution, Ariston Costa is an attacking player. That's flicked on by Danston, but picked up easily by Rajendra, who plays it back calmly to Debnath Mondal. Debnath Mondal plays it to Kidron. Kidron moves forward and plays it out wide to Asif Mullah, who hooks it up, looking for Rakesh Das, but easily cut off by Suraj Hatkonkar. Clears the ball out. Here's Myron Mendes. Myron to Joban. And this is Rakesh Das again. This is Barsal Vigas. Looking for Afdal. But calmly dealt with by Dempo Sports Club. It's been fantastic temperament shown by the men in blue, the Dempo Sports Club team. They've not let the absence of their two main forwards, Uttam Rai and Bhivan De Mello, affect them. In fact, they've grabbed the opportunity with two hands, the players who've come into the squad, and showed their coach that they are no less and they can cover up when it's needed, or even take a claim for a first 11 spot in the team, because right now they have outplayed this Churchill Brothers team so far, and it's 83 minutes on the clock, with the scoreline reading Dempo Sports Club 2, Churchill Brothers 0. Melroy Fernandez comes out and punches the ball, and this is Danston. He has acres of space ahead of him, and this could be the third goal. It's 3 versus 2 at the moment. This is good work. This is twisting and turning That was great work from Nigel Fernandez. Going right, going left, going right, going left. In the end, that shot straight to Devnath Mondol. Here's Velito to Afdal. Look how far Afdal has fallen back. This is Rakesh Das. Justin Barbosa to Myron Mendes. Plays it back to Velito. Spread out wide to Bercel Vigas. Here's Joban. Gaurav Vaigankar giving close attention. This is Bercel. Puts the ball in, but this should be safe into the hands of Melroy Fernandez. And this is Melroy Fernandez. Will take the long kick. A poor one indeed, because this goes out for a Churchill Brothers throw-in. And this is Bercel Vigas. This is Rakesh. Rakesh wins the ball, but this is Afdal now. That's a beautifully played through, but to Joban. What can he do? Gaurav Vaigankar is in front of him. Joban tries to put it Afdal with the header, but cannot keep it on target. Afdal. That is a difficult header to keep on target. We'll see the chance again. Beautifully set up by Afdal, and then Afdal is making the run. Joban picks it up. That is a very difficult header. Keep it on target from Afdal. He was almost near the penalty spot. And that is Afdal, who will be substituted at the moment. That would be his last contribution in the game, Afdal. And Ruflon Fernandez is going to get a shift in the last 4 minutes of the game. Melroy with the long kick. Here's Rajendra Singh Bairola. It's Bercel Vigas, fouled by Nigel Fernandez. Here's Bercel. Myron Mendes plays it back. Gets it back from Rajendra. Plays it square to Kidron. And puts in a long ball. Looking for Justin Barbosa, but Suraj Hatkonkar there. Close to him. And this is Myron Mendes again. Seeing a lot of the ball since he's come on, Myron Fernandez. Kidron. This is Joban now. That's a decent cross in, but Melroy Fernandez comes forward and collects the ball before Ruflon Fernandez can do anything dangerous with it, and stays on the ground. Melroy Fernandez, almost scolded by the referee over there, to get up and continue with the game. Here's Melroy hooking it forward. Kidron winning the header. Here's Kidron Fernandez being chased by Nigel. Perez comes up and heads it, but this is Myron Mendes who picks up the ball in midfield and hooks it forward to Justin Barbosa, but Gaurav Vaigankar has almost not put a foot wrong in this game, and he clears it eventually. But this is Justin Barbosa down that left wing. Dispossessed by Suraj Hatkonkar. Myron Mendes gets the ball back from Justin. Svelito gives it away. Danston again. Velito has been absolutely outclassed by Danston Fernandes in today's game. And so has Kirtikesh Gadekar, who's been an absolute partner in crime, you could say, for Danston Fernandes. Here's Myron Mendes, puts it up but can't keep it in. Jobin. His Dal Mascarenas takes the throw in quickly. Here's Danston again. Plays it out right to Gaurav Vaigankar. Gaurav Vaigankar with another brilliant piece of work over there, and Bersel Vigas ends up fouling, almost clotheslining Gaurav Vaigankar on the face. Dempo in no hurry to take this free kick. Suraj Hatkonkar will be taking this free kick. Not too many Dempo players on top attacking this ball, but they still manage to get it through, and Nigel Fernandes somehow can't get past Myron Mendes, and this is Velito Cruz who's oozing forward but looking for Rakesh Das, but Melroy Fernandes comes out and clears the ball, but straight to Bersel Vigas. This is Justin Barbosa. Justin plays it quickly to Rakesh, who gives a soft ball to Bersel. Here's Myron. Disappointed Myron over there. Bersel eventually takes the throw in. Gaurav Vaigankar gives another throw in away for Churchill Brothers. Still time for Churchill Brothers maybe to just get something out of this game. And that is a scramble in the box, eventually cleared by Perez. And that is run out for a goal kick, and that may be time running out for Churchill Brothers as well. Melroy Fernandes will be taking the long goal kick. Shunt forward, but again picked up by the organized Dempo defense. There's Kirtikesh Gadekar clearing the ball, but straight to Bersel Vigas. But again snubbed off, and Danston Fernandes is again moving forward. He's hardly done anything wrong. If there has ever been a perfect game from Danston Fernandes, this is it. Suraj Hatkonkar going to the flag, and Bersel Vigas shielding him off and wins the goal kick. It's almost lights out for Churchill Brothers, but they keep coming. It is not over till it's actually over. Rakesh Das cannot quite control it. Here's Myron Mendes. Bersel Vigas. Justin Barbosa. Velito Cruz. Chips it nicely. This is a chance. Can Rouflon do anything? But too late for Rouflon. Here's Valito. Asif Ali Molla puts in a good cross, but no one at the end of it again. Here's Bersil again. Justin with another good cross in, but again no one at the end of it. Where were these crosses when Afdal was on the field? He would have feasted on those good crosses, but he is on the substitutes bench. Dal Mascarenhas. We haven't seen too much of Dal Mascarenhas' overlapping runs today, but he has done his job defensively, and boy, have Kirtikesh and Danston done their job well today. Rakesh Das standing over the ball. The last chance for Churchill Brothers to pull one goal back against Dempo Sports Club. Can Rakesh Das pull something magical off here? Goes for the long ranger, and has that come off the post? What an effort that is from Rakesh Das. That was absolutely scorched from that free kick from Rakesh Das. Look at this from Rakesh Das. He's hit an absolute rocket over there. Rakesh Das has rattled that bar post, which is probably still rattling. But in the end, Dempo Sports Club, the men in blue, have absolutely rattled and demolished Churchill Brothers in today's game. What a fight it has been on the field today. It was all started by Richard Cardoz with an absolute blinder of a goal from 40 yards out. Then Gaurav Vaigankar getting in behind the Churchill Brothers defense from a Shalom Perez free kick to put them 2-0 up. But the main heroes for me today are Danston Fernandes and Kirtikesh Gadekar, who've been absolute workhorses in that Dempo midfield. Full time here at the Duler Stadium, and the Goan derby ends with Dempo Sports Club 2, Churchill Brothers 0. We'll be shortly back with the post-match interview of Samir Naik and Danston Fernandes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It was a Goan derby played at the Duler Stadium between Dempo Sports Club and Churchill Brothers. Dempo made 3 changes and Churchill with 1. It was a complete domination game in the first half by Churchill Brothers and later on. But the final score says it all that Dempo Sports Club, the Golden Eagles, flew away with 3 points and on a winning note. And to speak in the post-match interaction here at the Duler Stadium, I have Danston Fernandez of Dempo Sports Club. Danston? Yes. So finally Golden Eagles are flying away with 3 points and on a winning note. How do you feel?
I feel good. Always the coach says that we need to win this match to stay for the title, and I guess it was a good performance by our boys. As you can see in the second half, we had not a better ball possession, but yeah, we played for the win.
You said you played for the win, but the goals that were scored were very much scored only in the first half. What went wrong in the second half out there?
I don't know. I can't say anything. We had that winning mentality. I guess we were under pressure, and we just played long balls, and I guess that went wrong for us in the second half.
Alright, we also saw that you were also trying hard even to score, make an assist over there. So how would you rate your performance for this match over here?
The plan is always to score a goal. Yeah, but hard luck. I will try to score, but yeah, team matters. A great win. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Well, that's all we have from the Dempo side. I also have with me the coach of Churchill Brothers out there, who made a good, whose boys gave a good fight out there. We saw the Red Machines trying very hard to score out there. We saw that in the first half, even after Dempo scoring, Churchill Brothers dominated the first half, also in the second half. But what went wrong? Because they couldn't score into the Dempo's net out there.
At the end of the day, the goals are counted. No doubt, Dempo played a good game in the first half. After conceding a goal also, we tried our best. Unluckily, our defense some errors. And I feel the second goal, especially the second goal, the linesman has not pulled it off.
But something that you will take back home from this match, because we saw, in spite of dominating the entire game, but still couldn't concede. So what is the matter out there?
For the next match, we will try our best to get the 3 points.
Any injury updates or anything? Because we also saw a card that was given to your player as well as Dempo. So any update on that?
Some niggles are there. Within a week, I think the main players will come in the field.
All right. Thank you so much, coach. Wish you all the best. Well, that's all we have from the post-match interaction here at the Duler Stadium. We'll see you tomorrow for another encounter between Garden Angels versus Vasco Sports Club. Here, the kickoff at 3:45.